Hi guys, I am excited to finally announce to you guys today that we have officially launched my line. So on her website, Light Minded, she sells candles and bath bombs and soaps, but all of the stuff that she has on her website is all of her lines. And they will be switching in and out, so not every single one of those that are on the website is going to stay like that. But for my candles, they're going to be personally there. And I'm really excited about it because I worked really hard to create this type of candle line. So the line is going to be the Enlightenment line. That is going to be permanently there, at least for a while. But I worked really hard to create all four of these candles. So the way that I like to work is I like to put a lot of thought and symbolism into and just meaning into the things that I put into. So I was really excited to actually create these candles. It was really fun. I really had a great time doing it. And I really wanted to think about what it was, what everybody would need or want as a candle. So these candles are designed for more of intention candles. So it's the meanings of what it is that we go through. And there are different stages of enlightenment. And I thought that this is kind of just a fun little way of kind of having it there for us. So whenever we light this candle, we'll have an actual clear intention for what it is that we want to bring into our lives. So I'm really excited about it. But before we get started, I really wanted to talk about her products as well. It's just, she is an amazing lady. I really love Michelle. I would really like it for everyone to support her as well as supporting me. And honestly, she makes the best ingredients of everything. I absolutely love all of her soaps. I love all of her bath bombs. And I love her candles. And it just, because I loved her products so much and we ended up just talking, it all ended up working out and we wanted to work together. So we wanted to create a line for everybody that listens and watches me that they could use in their everyday life. So I was very intentional on the smells that we used, like different fragrances, the symbolism behind the candles, the herbs behind the candles. I really did dedicate a lot of my time to really start thinking about it, and I'm really excited about it. But all of her candles are 100% virgin coconut soy wax candles, and all of them come with the wicks. And I absolutely love the wooden wicks. And anytime I go to stores to find them, they're always really expensive and they always have that tunneling issue in the candle where half of it isn't melting all the way. There's always something there that I just never really quite liked about store-bought candles. But with hers, it's like they melt evenly all the way through. You don't waste a single ounce of the candle. I absolutely love the crackling sound. It makes me feel like I'm next to a fireplace. And I absolutely just love and adore her candles. And those are the only candles I ever buy now since I come across her store and got to talk to her. She lived next to me, so I already knew her for years, but it was really interesting how it all kind of played out and how we ended up working together. So I'm really excited to bring this to you guys. So each candle that I've created has its own pure intention, and I wanted to really make each candle very special as well as have their own meanings and their own ability to just kind of like lighten up a room. I wanted it to smell really good. I wanted it to correspond with the meanings of the candles, and I just wanted to bring a sense of joy to those who love my candles or will love her candles. So I went along and I created each name for the candles as well as the fragrances and the herbs and the symbolism that all ties them together. So I'm really, really excited about this, and I really hope that you guys are too. So I'm gonna start off with the Tranquility Candle. So the Tranquility Candle, I really wanted it to symbolize our higher self when it comes to transmuting reality, A lot of times we get caught up in our mind, in our mental space, and then sometimes we really need to ground ourselves back into reality, but we also want to try to descend and transmute anything that is considered negative energy. And one of the ways of enlightenment is finding our inner peace. And I really wanted to bring that to the forefront. So it symbolizes air, as well as our own inner peace and our own mental space. How can we transmute anything that's keeping us stuck? How can we let go of things that no longer serve us and burn away anything that just isn't for us? With this in particular candle, we wanted it to have a clean smell. Because it's air, it's a very hard fragrance to kind of pin down, but we wanted to have a clean, kind of a breezy smell to it. And I really like how we decided to do it. It has this clean yet zesty lemon scent to it. And it has this like green herbal notes underneath it, but it kind of gives that like fresh spring breeze kind of smell. And I absolutely love it because it's not too powerful, but yet it still fills the aroma in the air. You can still smell it. It's still really good. And I really love that it has like this grapefruit and this lemon smell with like this musky undertone to it. And there's just like this very, very, very slight smell of like cut leather. And you don't really notice it. It doesn't sound, everything that's kind of cut together doesn't sound like it would be that good of a smell, but it really, really is. I absolutely love it. It just really smells like, like it almost smells like when you hang up fresh clothes and then you smell the clothes when they've been outside drying. That's kind of the smell that it gives me. And I really, really love this smell. So I was really excited that we finally were able to come up with that fragrance. And the symbolism that I really wanted to put out there with the Tranquility Candle was I really wanted to talk about calming the mind and talking about the peace that we have, but it's also to help us try and free our worries. A lot of times we get too stressed in life, we get too worried about life, and this is kind of the candle that I really wanted to light and meditate with. I really want people to be able to sit down, think about their intentions, and use this candle to meditate or to kind of understand the validity of our life and why we are here and how can we get over issues and problems. And with this kind of candle, it's really asking to be quiet, to get more into that Zen-like state, and to try and listen to our inner guidance. Because sometimes we have that monkey chatter in our minds, and sometimes we overthink things. And I really wanted this candle to kind of give us that reminder to quiet the mind and to be still and allow all of the worries to pass through. And of course, with every single candle, I absolutely love quotes. And I wanted to put a quote for each candle that kind of gives a little bit of a significant meaning to each candle. And I really liked this one. It is "Peace is liberty in tranquility." And I absolutely love it. It's very simple, it's subtle, but it has so much in-depth meaning. If we really wanted to just sit down and meditate, even what that meaning is, it goes so much deeper than even I can truly comprehend. So I really like how this candle turned out. I think it's really beautiful. It's very airy. And I think that we did a very fantastic job. She did an amazing job with every one of these candles. And I absolutely appreciate all of the hard work that she did. Another thing as well is I kind of wanted to talk about the herbs that we applied into this candle. So the herb that we decided to put in the Tranquility Candle was saffron. And I absolutely love it. It's very beautiful. And even if you guys do not know, it has a lot of health benefits to it as well. So it's always good to have some saffron on hand. But I absolutely love it because it gives the significant meaning behind saffron is the courage and the sacrifice that we have to make every single day in our lives in order to get through the day, as well as reaching a higher state of enlightenment, right? We have to sacrifice beliefs, people, situations, circumstances. So I really wanted this candle to really represent the courage and the sacrifices that we have to make in order to reach a higher form of enlightenment or to level up mentally in our own emotional states. And I really like it because it also saffron is also connected to psychic connections as well as fertility, and even like this is kind of considered a royal herb. A lot of kings and queens had this herb. It's kind of a herb of gold. It is very, it has a lot of wealthy, rich meaning to this herb. As this herb is very amazing, and I really think that it goes very well with everything. It's also this mystical, universal secrets that saffron can hold. And so I feel like that was very fitting for the candle of tranquility. And so that is how I wanted to kind of put that out there. So the next candle that I'm really excited to talk about is the Divinity Candle. Now, I have to say, I really like the Divinity Candle. I love the smell of this one. It's very fruity. It's got like a lot of flowery, fruity smell to it. It's very sweet. And what I really wanted the significance meaning for the divinity to be is a lot to do with our passion and our love for life, as well as our own spirits. Because we are actually all gods and goddesses at heart. We all have true love in our hearts. I believe that that's what all of us really are at our core, is true unconditional love. And I feel like with this candle and divinity, it really does give that energy to it. I really, really love it. And we decided to kind of have this really like creamy, it's like creamy sandalwood with this rich ambers with like lemon zest and this yellow dahlia petals. And it has this kind of woody, flowery filled smell to it. And I really love it. It smells so good. I can't stop smelling it. And I think by far this is my favoriteest smell out of the four. But honestly, I love every single one of them because I picked out the smells as well. We worked together to mix the smells and to see which flavors and what fragrances go very well together. And I think that she did an absolute amazing job with this one. And I'm really excited about it because it really is a big difference too. And I believe that for a lot of people, when we think about life in of itself, we can sometimes get stuck in the mundane of life, and we can kind of forget the magic that life really has, or the magic that we are. We are spiritual beings having a temporary experience. And I really wanted this candle to kind of give that earthy desire, right? We desire things because we wanted to explore things in this world. And I really like the symbolism behind this candle, because I really wanted everybody to remember that, even though this can transcend the physical realms, to have that divinity inside of us, it also really teaches us to kind of ground back down into reality and understand that just because we're here having a human experience doesn't mean that we still cannot control this human experience. So it's really trying to almost reach that higher state of self and understanding that we are just here having a temporary experience, but at the same time, we can manifest anything that we want into existence. And so for me, I really wanted to kind of have this candle represent the passion of life and the manifestations that we can have in our everyday life. We have more control in our life than we realize. And I really wanted to be able to kind of put that in there, into the attention into this candle, that even though we are all gods and goddesses and we are all divine love, we are also here to experience what it's like to have joy and pleasure and desires and to have that earthy physical experience. And I wanted this candle to also kind of represent the romance that we have for life and for nature and for ourselves and for everyone around us. So I really was excited about this because it also represents transcending to higher levels. When we think of divinity, a lot of people will think of Jesus Christ, or they will think of a sage, or they will think of a mystic or Buddha, or somebody that is of a higher, like guru, someone that's of a higher status when it comes to understanding perhaps the laws of the universe. And that's kind of what this is. It's kind of understanding your own power of your own mind and your own power of your own life, and the fact that we reincarnated here in this existence and in this form. So it's kind of trying to almost have more compassion and love for ourselves and everyone around us. And I really wanted this candle to reflect that and to give that. And I was really happy about the way that this candle turned out. I think that this, again, I'm a little biased. This one's kind of my favoriteest, but this one also signifies fire. And if you think about fire, fire is considered the strongest element out of the four because it is the only one that truly began life. And it keeps us alive. So fire is igniting that passion inside of us, what drives us, what makes us want to create, what makes us want to live. And it really does give way to that type of transcending. And I really love how the divinity candle turned out, and I really love how it looks. I think it turned out very well, and I'm really happy about it. So we decided to garnish this herb with red rose petals. Now, I absolutely love roses. They're one of my favorite flowers, and I really liked it because roses signify passion and sacrifice. And it brings out this beauty in the world and the desires of life and the romance of life. It's like I really wanted this candle to really signify the love that we have for life and the love that we have for our being. And I really do think that it did do a very great job. And I really love this quote. I believe it's from Ernest Holmes, but it is, "To soul that knows its own divinity, all else must gravitate." So when we are tapping into our true divine purpose, who we are truly, everything will manifest for us. And this candle, I really wanted to kind of give that intention. So when you light the candle, be able to focus in on it and understand that. I wanted it to bring attention to that you have the ability to create every desire that you wish to create in this lifetime. And it's just a good reminder that we have more power in our lives than we realize. And it's also a good reminder to burn away anything that doesn't serve us and to burn away anything that no longer gives us what we need or what we want. And it's okay to change, right? And it's okay to let things burn away so that new things can come into existence. And so that is how I view this beautiful candle of the divinity, and I'm really excited about it. So we have here next the Purification Candle, and I really like the Purification Candle. This one actually almost was really hard for me. Not only to get the smell, like the fragrance, it was kind of similar to Tranquility, where a part of me was like, oh, water, right? What is water about? Water is purifying. It's a healing. It is powerful. Water is also very calm and it's very still. But if you think about water, it has a lot to do with our emotions. And I really wanted to be able to find a way to not only make the fragrance kind of give that emotional yet watery smell to it, but I also really wanted to find a way to bring good intention to this candle. So the fragrances that we decided to go with was this clementine and this soft musky smell. And we really wanted to have this white floral undertones to it. And I really love it because there's like this, I never know if I can say this right, neroli as well as water lily smell. And it really does smell like water. It's like if you're near a pond and you can smell the flowers next to the pond. It kind of gives that vibe to me, that smell to me. I really love it because it does have a clean smell, kind of like Tranquility, but it smells more, definitely more like it has water to it. I think that she did a wonderful job. We also put this citrus and the cedar wood with like this touch of like patchouli in it and clove. And I really love that because it does give that like slight undertone of this flower smell to it. So I really do love this candle. I kind of think when I think about this candle, I wanted it to kind of bring people peace and deep healing. So I think about this candle, I think about our DNA and how as we heal, we are like 79 or something like that percent water in our bodies. So we are really water beings. We really are. Our body is made up of water. Our organs are made up of water. Everything. Without water, there's no life. And I really wanted to be able to kind of set the intention for it to kind of make people realize that, you know, if you're sick or if you're not feeling well, you know, we can always heal ourselves. And then the intention that we put into water is very powerful. Water holds memory as well. And I really like that because when we drink water, it becomes a part of our DNA. And I think that this is also another thing that brings it down into wanting to rejuvenate and heal ourselves and our vitality and to help bring this inner healing in our body, our mind, and our spirit. And I really wanted to be able to talk about how protection element as well. So water can be very tranquil, but it can also be very powerful and very raging. So I really wanted it to kind of have this nice kind of feeling to it. And I really love the way that this candle turned out. So I thought about applying sage to this candle, but instead I decided to go with lavender. Now the reason I went with lavender is because lavender is that calm energy. And when I think about this candle, I kind of imagine it being like this really calm lake. That's kind of how I pictured this, like a calm pond. Something that it's not too deep yet not too shallow. It just kind of gives that nice medium feeling to it. And I really like it because lavender signifies purity. It also signifies silence as well as devotion, serenity, grace, calm, but it also signifies the crown chakra. And for us to be able to get downloads or information to us, we have to calm our mind as well as our emotions. And you cannot separate your emotions from your thoughts. So I really liked the idea because lavender also signifies peace of mind. And lavender also signifies the innocence of your heart. So I really love the idea because it's a good combination between we really need to calm down and center our emotions so that we can get the messages that we need, so that we can think clearly, so that we can actually elevate to higher levels of healing and understanding. And I really love this candle because I do believe it brings in the intention of healing as well as having a better understanding of our own deeper inner self. And I kind of wanted this candle to also, in a way, help with our inner child, because I see that a lot of times with our innocence, people might want to tamper with that. And I believe water is a very healing energy. And I just kind of see that with that lavender, it kind of does bring in that elegance and that luxury of, you know, working through and healing the innocence of our heart and who we are deep down in our core. So I really, really love this candle. I'm really excited about it. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it too. I love the smell of it. It smells really clean, like I said, but I love it because it does smell like water lilies. It really does. And that's why I feel like it's really good for signifying the pond. You know, ponds are really nice. They are very peaceful. I love to sit next to water. As a water baby myself, I really enjoy water. And I really wanted to be able to bring that kind of energy when we light this candle. So I love the quote that we put for purification. This was actually kind of hard to find a good quote for purification because I feel like it has a lot deeper meaning to it than maybe we even realize. So I really was happy with this quote and how it turned out, but we have, without purity of heart, there is no purity of thought. And that is so true. And I really, really love that. And I really think that it really does bring home the significance of how I see this candle and how I view that it is. So I'm really happy how this candle turned out. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I will. So the last but never least candle, I have my beautiful prosperity candle. So this is a great closeout for the end of the enlightenment line that I created for this. I was really excited because I wanted a candle that can help really ground us as well as bringing positivity in the room and knowing that like our intentions behind each candle, right? We put in a lot of love. Every candle that we make is handmade. And we put a lot of love and effort and thought into these candles. So I'm really excited about it. And with the prosperity candle, this smell, you guys, it smells amazing. It really, really does. I am in love with the prosperity candle. The fragrance, I don't even know how it turned out as well as it did, but I am so happy that it did. So the prosperity candle, the fragrances that we kind of have for it is like this earthy bay berry with this fir needle, but it's like combined with this like fresh frosted forest smell. And I really like it because it has these warm wood smells with like this hint of like nectar kind of to it. And it has this red clay earthy ember smell as well, and then at the very, very end of it, there is this hint of this like roaring campfire smell, like as if you are outside in the woods with a bonfire. That's what it smells like, but it's not like overpowering of a bonfire, if that makes sense. So it's like you get the nature, but it does have that slight smell of like a bonfire, and I really like that because, or like a fireplace, you know, because it's just, I love the smell of things like that. And I really enjoyed this fragrance. I'm really enjoying this candle. And I really wanted to bring in the intention with this candle. I really wanted it to be that we struggle every day to provide for ourselves, to provide for those we love. And sometimes we forget that we're not just here to struggle. We are here to have fun, right? That is a part of enlightenment. A lot of times when we think about spirituality and enlightenment, we talk about transcending everything that's physical to the non-physical. But that's not true. We came into this body to have a human experience. We want to explore the human experience. And so in order to do that, we want to manifest to us not only money, but good health, good wealth. We want to be able to experience it all, don't we? And so with this candle, I wanted to have the intention of, instead of always struggling, I want us to light the candle and think about how we're going to be thriving in this world, how abundance is going to be attracting us, how money follows and chases us. We don't chase money, money chases us. And I want us to kind of get into that mindset. And I really thought that this candle is going to be very great, a nice piece to add to the collection, because as humans, as spiritual beings, it is our birthright to thrive. It is our birthright for success. It is our birthright to have good health. And I really wanted to be able to kind of have that intention. And so anytime you light this candle, I really want everybody to be able to think about your worthness. You are worthy. You are worthy of having good health. You're worthy of having money. You're worthy of having anything that you really desire. And so I really wanted to be able to bring in this candle more for like stability as well. I wanted to be able to stabilize the rest of this, because we have the air, we have the fire, we have the water, and now we're bringing in the earth. And I'm really happy about this, because it really is that amazing energy that grounds us into this reality, is that physical body. And it's like teaching us that we need to slow down. Earth doesn't move quickly, it moves slow. And I really wanted to put the intention into this candle that it is okay to take our time with life. It's okay that we're not where we want to be, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to get there, right? So it's kind of really setting the intention that slow and steady wins the race, as well as being able to know that when you light this candle, that prosperity is on its way, because that's the point of this candle. We wanted to have good intentions, so that when you light this candle, we wanted to actually, and when we make these candles, we think about what the candle signifies as we're making it. So we already put not only love into these candles, but we also put in the actual intention into these candles. And my friend, she is so spiritual. She's such good, loving-hearted person, so kind. And I am so honored and so happy to be able to work with her, as well as to be able to provide this for you guys. I'm like really honored and really happy about this. So I really wanted to just make a little video explaining the reasoning behind each candle, because I did dedicate months to critiquing and trying to find ways to make this candle line for you guys. And I wanted to make a good product that I can back up, right? I wanted to give you guys something that you guys will enjoy, that you guys will love. And I really do believe that these candles are really good. I really enjoy the hard work that we put into this, and I really hope that you guys enjoy these as much as I do. So I'm really happy about this quote that we put on this candle for the intention of this candle, and it is, attract what you expect, reflect what you desire. So the herb that we decided to use for the prosperity candle was sage. Now, I absolutely love the sage leaves. They smell really good. And I wanted to do it because of wisdom and this immortality that that sage has. And sage is actually all about intelligence as well as experience. It is also really good because it really ties really well together with nature and the ability of like good health and fertility and letting go and sacrifice. And it's a gift, really. It's a sacred gift that I think that sage brings to this world. And so I really wanted to be able to use sage for prosperity, because when we light and think about prosperity, I want to be able to kind of cleanse whatever we're holding on to, whatever that is keeping us from reaching that prosperity or reaching that the desires and the wealth and the fortune that we want. And so I think that sage is very fitting for this candle, because it is helping us transmute the stuff that doesn't serve us, so that now we can get what we're asking for. Now we can get the abundance that we are asking. And I really do love this candle. So I hope that you guys do too. And I think that that is amazing, because we do attract what we are, and we need to raise our vibration to get where we want. And we also need to know what we want. What do we desire? And this candle, when you light it, I want you to set the intention of what it is that you want it to manifest and keep it lit for you. And I really love that. So I'm really excited about these candles, you guys. And one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of tie all of the 4 candles together, and I really wasn't sure how we were going to do that. But then me, as cheesy as I am, I decided to go with the stars. The stars, the moon, the sky, because we're all made up of the same matter of stars. Science has proven this, that we are literally made up of the same carbon that stars are made of. And I absolutely love that, because it really does tie in very nicely with astrology, as well as we are divine beings and we are amazing people, and we do deserve to have an amazing human experience. But still, don't forget where we came from, right? We are a part of this world. We are a part of this universe, this galaxy, this crazy plane of existence. And I really wanted to be able to tie all 4 candles really nicely together, and I wanted to add stars. And stars symbolize this beacon of hope, the shining light, this guide in the night sky. Our ancestors used the stars to guide them through which way was north, south. I mean, the Orion's belt, when it would get bright in the sky, they knew winter was coming. I mean, we knew what time to do the crops, what time was good to reap the crops and everything, because of the stars. And I think that for a lot of people, I want us to kind of go back to that root, that we are made up of star matter, that we do have this shining bright light inside of every one of us, in every element, in every facet, in every way of life. And so I was really happy about the idea of using stars as our cute little way of garnishing the very tops of these candles, because I really wanted to kind of signify that, you know, we are spiritual beings, that we are magical beings, and that we are present in this world, and that we are not separate. We are all one, even if we give that feeling of separation. This is kind of the tie in between all of them, that we are all one. We are all the same. And I really, really like that. And I really hope that you guys love these candles. Check them out, you guys. They're already on her Etsy shop, which will be listed down below in the description box, Light-Minded Shop. And honestly, if you guys want to try out any of her bath bombs or her soaps, I highly recommend it. I absolutely love it. She uses like hemp oil and stuff in her bath bombs and her soaps. And she just does a great job. They're cold pressed soaps, and I love every one of her smells. Like, she has a very unique fragrance in all of her candles, and I've never gone to a store anywhere else and smelled what she has. She really does stand out from a lot of the places that I've gone into and seen, and I really just love her stuff. And we decided to do a promo code so that I can get a commission, if you guys would be more than kind to do so. It will also give you guys a little benefit. So for all of you guys, I don't think I ever announced my real name. For any of you guys that are curious, my name is Shae. Hi. So the promo code is Shae 208. And to get, this kind of gets you the free shipping order if you spend $50 or up in her shop. So you get free shipping out of it. And I really appreciate it for you guys to use the code, as well as just checking it out, because it doesn't hurt to check out the shop. She dedicates a lot of her time and her effort to her shop, and she's really an amazing lady. So please support her, because you supporting her also supports me as well, and it helps me keep this channel going. And I really appreciate all the views and all the subscribers that have been here with me throughout my journey as well. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. So thank you guys so much. Have a great and wonderful day, guys. See you around. Bye.